Determine whether the function defined is 1 to 1. Here we have f of x equals the square root of 16 minus x squared. Okay, so to determine whether a defined function is 1 to 1, we use the definition of a 1 to 1 function. A function f is a 1 to 1 function if, for elements a and b in the domain of f, a not equal to b implies f of a does not equal to f of b, meaning that the output of a does not equal the output of b. In a 1 to 1 function, every y value corresponds to no more than one x value. To show that a function is not 1 to 1, we have to find at least two x values that produce the same y value. Okay, so again, we know that a function f is 1 to 1 if a does not equal b implies that f of a does not equal f of b. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the following. We're going to pick two values for x. Okay, we're going to let x equal 2 and x is going to equal negative 2. So what that means is we're starting out with the fact that a does not equal b, meaning that we have 2 does not equal negative 2. So now let's plug it into our function. So for step 3, we want to find f of 2 into that function. So that means this is going to be 16 minus 2 squared. And this is 16 minus, well, 2 squared is 4. So 16 minus 4 is the square root of 12. And if we simplify this, this becomes the square root of 4 times the square root of 3. And so we get 2 times the square root of 3 when we find f of 2. Okay, now we want to find f of negative 2. So if we plug in 16 minus negative 2 squared, we get 16 minus negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. Again, we're getting the square root of 12. And we get the square root of 4 times the square root of 3. So that gives us 2 times the square root of 3. So what happens here? Okay, so we know that in order for a function to be 1 to 1, okay, we know that a does not equal b. So we know that 2 does not equal negative 2. And it has to imply that f of a does not equal f of b to be a 1 to 1 function. So we know that f of a, or meaning f of 2 in this case, equals f of negative 2. Because you can see here that f of 2 is 2 times the square root of 3, and f of negative 2 is also 2 times the square root of 3. So therefore, we would say that this is not a 1 to 1 function. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at our answer here. So we would say no, because the two x values, 2 and negative 2, correspond to the same value. And it says type an exact answer and use radicals as needed. And we end up getting 2 times the square root of 3. Check our answer. And there is our result.